Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Municipality of Monroeville Zoning Hearing Board meeting for Wednesday, April 6, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. Would you all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Sharon, roll call, please.
Mr. Rosapel?
Here.
Mr. Grisiak?
Here.
Mr. D'Agostino?
Here.
Mr. Gatos?
Here.
Mrs. Wilkins?
Here.
Mr. Dice?
Here.
Mr. Weldon?
Here.
Thank you. For the approval of minutes, we have two sets of minutes we're going to approve. I'd like to do just the first one first, would be February 2nd's minutes. I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion.
You have a second?
I'll second that motion.
I have a
Thank you.
question.
Before we vote on the question, go ahead.
Yeah, I just have one typo on, Sharon, on page 6, there's, at the bottom, they were talking about these buffers, and it's called a riparian, R-I-P-A-R-I-A-N.
Okay.
And that's throughout the thing.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, opposed? All right, February 2nd is passed, is approved. Now, the second meeting that I need a vote on would be the March 2nd. May I have a motion on that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second, please.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any other questions on that motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, they're done. Thank you. Paul, if you would, new business, please.
First item tonight is 22-6-A, Tanisha Powell. Applicant requests a special exception from Table 201A of the Monroeville zoning ordinance number 1443 as amended to operate a home bakery business from a single-family residence. The property is located at 421 Franklin Heights Drive, tax parcel 854N058 in the R2 one-family residential zoning district.
Okay, thank you. Is the applicant present? Would you come up, please, and sign in? State your name for the secretary.
Tanisha Powell, first name spelled T-Y-N-I-S-H-I-A, last name Powell, P-O-W-E-L-L. And I have something for you. Hold on. Should I give?
Would you raise your right hand,
Oh,
please?
sorry.
You swear the testimony you're about to give this board this evening shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You have something you want to pass on? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, yes, I am applying for a variance, I guess, for my residential home. I would like to open an online bakery. I have a bachelor's in culinary science. I'm currently a corporate attorney. I am associate counsel for Arconic, aluminum manufacturer, as some of you probably know, an offshoot of Alcoa. So yes, I bake for a hobby since I have nothing else to do with that culinary degree. And I would like to sell my cookies online.
Okay, is that all you have to present?
Yes,
Like
and
to ask
my next step is the limited food establishment application for the Allegheny County Health Department.
Okay, we're going to have some questions we'd like to ask you. I wanted to make sure you were finished before we started asking you questions.
Sure thing.
Board members have questions?
One question I have, and I think you answered, said online, is there gonna be any customers coming to your house?
No,
What about deliveries? How are deliveries gonna be handled?
post, US Post.
How about incoming,
Incoming to-
yeah,
sorry,
supplies?
Supplies to your house are,
I plan to shop locally for supplies.
So you won't be having trucks bringing large
Oh, no.
quantities of, can you describe the business as far as how big this thing you anticipate being, at least at the get-go?
I don't expect it to be big. No one knows who I am or my company at this time. And I don't expect to have a large operation. If it ever gets that big, I would come back before you to like rent an actual commercial space. But as of right now, it's very small.
Okay, you're not going to have any signs up on your house or your mailbox advertising?
You have
No.
to answer.
No,
so when-
Everything, I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
So everything's going to be web-based, pretty much?
yes.
so when you're done baking the cookies, are you taking them to the post office or FedEx yourself, or is FedEx picking them up at your house?
I'm taking them
How are you going to advertise? Online?
online. Probably an Etsy shop
Have you started the process yet, or
of,
a baking?
oh, yes, I've baked samples, but I haven't sold anything yet.
What about a website? Do you have a website already, or?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've started the logos and everything, but haven't set up the website.
Any other employees, or just yourself?
Just me.
Are you just using just a house oven, or what kind of appliances are you using?
Just a house oven at this time.
Okay.
Can you give us an idea of, since you have a full-time job, how many hours a day per week you would be operating or baking?
Part-time, at most probably 20,
20 hours a week?
and that's including the weekends.
Okay, the board have any more questions? Do we have anybody in the audience that would like to come forth? No? Paul, do you have any questions?
No, I did have one resident that submitted an objection to the application and wished to remain anonymous, but he was not in favor of it.
May I ask why? Is that appropriate?
There was a prior home business that was also proposed in that area, and he objected to that one as well. And I think he's afraid of setting a precedent of allowing a home-based business in the area. He's concerned that it's gonna turn into something bigger.
Be truthful, you really explained this a lot. You took a lot of our questions away from us with what you have written and what you put forth tonight. For no further questions and nobody from the audience, I'll entertain a motion.
Okay, let's remember, you used the term variance. This is a special exception, which is a use as a matter of right unless, if all the requirements under the zoning ordinance are met, so just know that going in. It's a matter of right. In other words, it's almost like just asking for a building permit if you satisfy all the requirements of the zoning ordinance.
Thank you.
May I have a motion on this? I'll entertain a motion on 226A.
I'll make a motion to approve this special exception.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Paul, please.
Second item, 22-7-A, KDP William Penn LLC. Applicant requests a variance from section 207.8 of the Monroeville zoning ordinance number 1443 as amended to permit parking that will encroach into the required 10-foot front yard setback, a 15-foot side yard setback, and from table 308 off-street parking requirements to reduce the number of parking spaces from the required 256 to 237, which is a 19-space reduction. The property address is 3985 William Penn Highway, tax parcel 743G70, in the C2 Business Commercial Zoning District.
Okay, is the applicant present, please? Come forward and sign in. State your name for the secretary, please.
Hi, Steve Panko, P-A-N-K-O.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give this board this evening shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Present your case, please.
Sure. Well, I want to say thank you. We're out here working right now, and we have been trying to figure out a solution with the German piece, you know, to try to tie in the entire site. About 3-4 months ago, the operator of the Taco Bell, he's a local operator, franchisee with about 30 stores or so, 30. He ended up selling to a Philadelphia gentleman, and basically taking over this location and this deal and this relocation of this Taco Bell. At that time, he approached us and took a look at the site, took a look at the Taco Bell needs. And with COVID, a lot of things have changed. A lot of more drive-throughs, a lot more double drive-throughs, things of that nature. So when he came to us and said, hey, we would like a double drive-through here, if possible, to be able to get the cars in and out in a more efficient way. Is there a way of doing that currently where our site exists? And with him making that proposal to us, and then I have several other sites that I've developed where I've seen Panera drive-throughs, Chipotle. We were actually in the middle of a deal where Chipotle figured out that they have the app where you order and you actually pay online, and then you just go and pick up the bag of goods. So we've seen a progression, and when he came to us, I said, well, if there's a way that we can actually take your use and put it towards the end or towards the German piece and kind of keep that separate versus having it in the middle of the center. Accommodate your double drive-through. We have an escape lane on there. We have parking that surrounds it. With the throat that we have with the project that goes out to Duff Road, we actually had a double row of parks for employees. And so we were able to work the site plan and get the Taco Bell to fit on the site with a couple of these variances that we're asking. But what we really believe is that this plan kind of isolates the Taco Bell in the drive-through lane by itself, and keeps that traffic down to that end of the property. And I think it actually makes the site plan and the site works a lot better. And what we're planning on doing, if we do get approval and to move forward, would be to take the Mission Barbecue and then add on to that building and be able to do another user in that building, just have a two-tenant building in there. So the variances, I know that we're asking for the Duff Road, and the site's really tough. It's 23,000 feet. It's a really, really small site. I know I've been talking with Paul quite a bit, and trying to, I think the desire would be to knock down that building, and so I'm trying to keep within the vision of the city to be able to do that, and we're excited. I actually got a phone call the other day from a resident that actually said that she appreciates us bringing an Aldi to town, so that never happens. So it was nice to see. So we are asking for a couple side yard setbacks. The reason for it is it's a really tough little site. We're going to be spending a lot of money on retaining walls. We're working with Paul in the engineering department to be able to put all that together. And I think the parking variance, we're actually less than what was before. So
Correct.
So the parking, we actually have more parks on the site than previous. So we're excited about it. We think it actually makes the mousetrap a lot better in our real estate world. We try to figure out a way to make things work. We actually think this works works very, very efficiently. So That's really the presentation. I'm here to answer any questions you may have and go from there.
Why don't you tell us your title? I'm not sure you
Sure.
told us who you are.
I am
Give me a name.
Steve Panko with KDP 369 Roosevelt LLC. That's the entity that
You're what,
holds.
the developer?
Yeah, I'm a co-manager along with Chris Sotos. And him and I own the property.
Any of the board members have any questions?
When's Aldi's opening?
Aldi's is opening in about 3.5 months. So it should be June, July. Actually, KeyBank's doing a phenomenal job, and they're gonna open up in probably 2.5 months. And then Mission Barbecue's excited to be here. They're upset that we're a little slow in prolonging this, but they also believe that this layout and the way the real estate's working with the parking and the ease of driving around the site, getting out to Duff Road, they're fully on board and excited to be here. And they'll actually take the end cap position where it says 3630 square feet.
So the communication place is going to be leveled, the audio?
Yes, the pizza audio
Yeah, yeah.
/ downstairs basement.
alarm, yeah.
And we're gonna be filling the site, and Paul's actually been gracious enough to forward to us someone from the school, where they have some extra fill, and we're actually testing that material as we speak, because there's a lot of fill that needs to happen here.
Is the site plan, there's nothing else can fit on that site? What that's the master site plan?
Yeah, this is it, and Jiffy Lube is out, in front of us. They developed a nice little building, nice parcel, fit on there. And, so we were trying to combine that site also, but it's not gonna work. But, the Gurman piece, we did have under contract for about 1.5 years or for a while. And, we couldn't make the pieces to the puzzle, and then this opportunity came about, and so we're here in front of you.
Okay. Any further questions? Anybody in the audience have any questions? Paul, anything further?
No, no correspondence from anybody.
My next question. Bruce, you have anything further?
Nothing.
Okay, should we, you want to just lump these all three for a vote, or you want to take each one?
They're presented as all three, so I would do all three together.
Okay. Then on application 22-7-A, which we've just heard presented, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Okay. May I have a second?
I'll second.
All right. Motion to approve and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Good luck, sir.
Appreciate it very much.
Hurry.
Thanks.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
You don't have to stay if you don't want to.
Bye, Paul.
Bye, Paul. Okay, Paul, if you would.
All right, last item is 22-8-A, Robert Giuliani. Applicant requests a variance from section 210 fences of the Monroeville zoning ordinance number 1443 as amended to construct a 6-foot-tall solid fence in the front yard of the property that faces Saunders Station Road. The property address is 100 Redgate Drive, tax parcel 979K087 in the R2 Single Family Residential Zoning District. And I forgot to add on the description here that it is a corner lot.
Okay, thank you. Is the applicant present? Come up, please, sign in. State your name for the secretary, please.
Robert Giuliani, Giuliani.
Thank you.
That's mine.
Is yours? Let's share it with you. I can't find mine.
It's okay.
That's all steel.
Hey, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give this board this evening shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Present your case, please.
Okay, I would like to construct a privacy fence. I live on the corner of Redgate Drive and Saunders Station. I've owned a business in Monroeville for 40 years, Papa Rock's Pizza, and I've lived in Monroeville for 41 years, 18 years at Corkwood Drive, and 23 years where we are now, Redgate. But Saunders Station is a very busy road, a lot of traffic, a lot of noise, debris, litter comes in our yard, dust, dirt. And I would like to construct a privacy fence on the Saunders Station side. It would not obstruct anybody pulling out of Redgate or my neighbor's driveway or my driveway. It would be 10, 15, 20 feet off of Saunders towards my yard. There's a row of burning bushes there now, and in the wintertime, the leaves fall off, and it doesn't really give you the sound barrier or the privacy. And there are several homes right down the street from me that have the same situation, family on Knollwood. They have the corner lots, and they have a fence along Saunders. Basically, just for a sound barrier and a little privacy and dirt and litter and things like that.
Sir, is there a fence already? Is that your fence in the backyard, your backyard, or is it in the neighbors?
There's a solid fence along the backyard
Looking
that
at the
faces the
picture.
neighbors.
To the far
That's the
right?
one you can barely see there on the right.
That's yours or the neighbor's fence?
It's the neighbors, but it divides our
Gotcha.
properties.
And do you have a stockade fence currently by your bushes?
I have one of those split rail fences
Yeah.
there now.
Not stockade, yep, okay.
And I would like, there's the burning bushes there, so to the right of the burning bushes, it would probably take the place of the split rail fence. I'll probably remove that. So I'm well back off of Saunders as far as any obstruction goes, of any traffic or anything like that.
Are you gonna put this on that table so we can blow it up so everybody can see it? Then you can point to exactly what you're talking about. Put it right on that, this middle of that spot.
There's an X.
There you go. Wait till he gets a picture of it for us, then you can just point right to it. He'll blow it up. You can tell us where you're talking about.
Okay, let's see.
Take a look at the picture up here.
Monitor.
I can see this
Why
one.
I'm telling you that is to so you can move it, so we can see it. Move the yeah, that's
There
it.
you go.
There you go.
Okay. All right, well, there's the cul-de-sac. I am the first house on the right, on the corner of Saunders Station and Redgate. I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly where I am here.
I think it's
So if
where
you're
the-
coming off of
it's-
Saunders,
The lettering is.
Where the lettering is, that where it says Monroeville Municipality in the blue, that's your house.
okay. So you would make a right,
That's your house, you want to put the fence right here.
right, okay. It's gonna be to the left of my driveway, to the right of my neighbor's house, right along the front of the burning bushes.
That's
Yeah,
that little curvature.
Pardon me?
That little, where the curvature is that the fence you want to put in? Or is it in,
No,
oh,
I
no,
think
he
he
wants
wants
this
it
one
where
here,
it
okay.
says
I see the
33.
Right
numbers.
here, yeah.
Yeah, I see the
This is his
numbers.
neighbor's fence here, he's just,
Okay.
where his bushes are.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's right in front of right along Saunders Station.
And just for the record, it's a 6-foot treated privacy fence shadow box without any gates.
Yes,
Okay.
it would be done by Lowe's.
Okay, is that all you have?
I believe so.
Paul, you have anything from anybody?
No comments from anyone.
Okay, any board members have questions? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Good luck, sir.
Right, thank you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Okay, anything else in the audience? No. I'll entertain one more motion.
Make a motion to
adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This meeting is adjourned. Shut the TVs off.